In today's video, we're going to go over the Detroit Lions news for you folks today. The injury report, who is in and who is out for the big game that's on Sunday Night Football as the Lions are traveling to Philadelphia. We're going to get into John Morton. He spoke to the media. We'll get into that one. The importance of what happens to this game on Sunday, the expert picks, and more. Let's get into this game really quick here. Sunday Night Football. Lions traveling to Philadelphia in a massive game. The winner of this will be the number 2 seed, regardless of what happens with the Rams and the Seattle Seahawks, and have a huge advantage in the NFC if they win this game. The Lions are underdogs at 2.5 points. The Eagles obviously are favored 2.5 points. The total over and under is 46.5. Now, generally speaking, in regards to point spreads, they give 3 points to the home team. So that is suggesting a lot of people believe the Lions are potentially the better football team here. And I got to say, what I saw from Philadelphia last week, matter of fact, what I saw throughout the whole year, at least from an offensive standpoint, they are struggling. The offense is predictable, and players are getting irritated. The Lions has switched up their offense. We turned around and decided to make Dan Campbellr our play caller, resulting in the Lions offense putting up a lot of points last week, 44, making the highest of the year. So who do you got winning this game? If you want the Lions to win the game, you put Lions. Sub for dubs. Lions, Lions, Lions. Expert picks here. This is what they are saying about this game. CBS Sports' Pete Prisco has the Eagles winning 31-27. Sporting News have the Lions winning 28-22. Mike Florio, 27, Eagles 23. Chris Sims, Lions 20, Eagles 17. Brooke Kurzmio from NFL.com's 27, Eagles, Lions 24. CBS Sports Tyler, Lions 27-24. And then 11 experts that were pulled from ESPN thinks 6 of them, the Lions will put off the victory. And here, you can see that right here, where it has the Lions a mixed bag. Now, that's kind of what I thought it would be. Honestly, I was thinking maybe even a little bit more people would be on the bandwagon of the Philadelphia Eagles. However, the Detroit Lions, with the change of offensive coordinator and the lackluster and issues from Philadelphia, a lot of people thinking the Lions can go in there and win. That is extremely important. When you look at the rest of the games here, we want the Bears to pull a L and have the Vikings take a win there so we can get the Vikings out of 500. Bears, remember, they're tied at 6-3. Can the Giants pull off an insane upset? We hope. We're rooting for them. And, of course, our Detroit Lions. What's made this offense, though, better is Dan Campbell becoming the play caller. But I got to show some respect to John Morton, how he handled it and how the whole Lions organization will handle this. Morton said, I fully support it. Listen, man, I have been doing this for a while. I've been with head coaches that are offensive guys, play callers, so I'm used to that. I feel very prideful of things that I was doing. There's some things that I've got to learn, no doubt. But listen, I want to do whatever it takes to win. I mean, soon as he said that, I'm like, all right, let's go. What do we got to do? That's the way I've always been in the business. I've been cut 6 times as a player. I've been fired, man. You just march on because it's always about the team. It's always. I mean, I can't get upset with that. That's a great statement considering the fact he lost play calling and how he handled that. It's humbling, right? To lose your job is extremely humbling. And it's not something that you want to do. But for him to handle the fact that he just said, hey, we just got to move on, and you know it's killing him inside. We've all been there. We've all had one of those moments. And how the organization as a whole handled this. The whole organization as a whole, how they handled this offense. Nobody talked about it. You heard nothing except for a few whispers internally that I heard, but nothing big. Nothing that they're going to switch. There's just irritations with the play calling. No one knew they're going to switch play calling then. My expectation was if they didn't put up 40 points, play calling would be switched with the Philadelphia Eagles with Dan Campbell. They did it a game early. I applaud the whole organization, Dan Campbell, for making that move. Look at the Green Bay Packers. LaFleur. His offense is cheeks. He's too afraid to do that, right? Same with Philadelphia, right? Some people are just too prideful to give up something that they're not doing well. And play calling is sometimes what they don't do well. Subscribe to the channel. Why is that? Because we want to win on Sunday Night Football. Sub for dubs. So I got to give a lot of credit there to Morton, how he handled this and how the Lions handle injuries. And boy, oh boy, we have a lot of them. One player that could be helping out a position that is dinged up is Jackson Meeks. Remember him in preseason? Remember him. Jackson Meeks is still kicking around in Allen Park, and a recent test of his versatility could help him find the field sooner rather than later. The Lions have been trying Meeks at tight end out of necessity. During last week practice, there could be a future of the 6'2", 218-pounder who was undrafted out of Syracuse. I think this is going to be sooner rather than later. Why is that? The injury report came out. Sam LaPorta is out. Brock Wright is questionable. That puts an opportunity for big O Jackson Meeks to make some plays for the Lions at tight end. Now, he'd be a tiny tight end, right? It's not gigantic. But beggars can't be choosers. And given that there's a lot of injuries right now to the tight end position, a player who I thought did really well in preseason, he'd catch the ball, he's a big body. Kind of smart. Kind of smart if you ask me. And I think that that's a positive thing. Let's get into this injury report because it's pretty rough. We got a lot of banged up players in this bad boy. Terrion Arnold out. Concussion. Kerby Joseph out. Knee. Sam LaPorta out. Back. Joshua Paschal out. Back. I thought Terrion Arnold and LaPorta would play. They're not going to play in this game. I'm not too concerned, to be honest with you. The Lions offense can score. I think we can handle a game without LaPorta. They'll just figure somebody else to throw the ball to. And let's keep it a buck. Calvin Shepard has been masterful in the secondary. I think they can hold it down. Rock Ya-Sin, Hallett, Amik, they can hold it down. Marcus Davenport is questionable. I don't think he plays. Matter of fact, I'm going to just go ahead and say he's not going to play in this game. And same with DJ Reed. Don't expect them to play at all. Expect them to come back on Thanksgiving. They just started their clock. Expect them for Thanksgiving. Don't expect them before. Taylor Decker questionable. Expect him to play for sure. Miles Frazier, he's questionable. He's not going to be, that would be injuries, right? But it's good to see him. He is on the injury report. He's questionable. Malcolm Rodriguez. This is a good questionable. I think he plays in this game, and we need him on special teams. Our special teams has been really bad this year. Really bad. It's been one of the weakest points. So we need Malcolm Rodriguez out there. Jacob Saylors questionable as well. Don't know if he plays. Penei Sewell, questionable. He'll play in this game. Sione Vaki, questionable. We need him on special teams. Again, special teams has been weak. We don't know. Brock Wright, questionable. Hope he can play. He is a true tight end that we have on this team, so hopefully he can play. His blocking hasn't been great, but we need him out there. If not, again, Makes will be the one getting it done. And I'm not concerned about the Lions' offense with Sam LaPorta out. I'm not. The Lions are so good at coming up with plays and ideas and concepts that, yeah, it hurts. It definitely does. That's why you have Isaac Tesla, right? That's why now you can use him a little bit more on the game on Sunday. We have weapons galore on this offense. Galore. The only concern I think that we need to be thinking about is not Sam LaPorta, the injuries, not the defense. Mine is the offensive line, right? Can the offensive line stay strong throughout this game? Jalen Carter and company, Jalen Phillips, Jalen, they're coming at you. It's a really good defensive line. We got to be able to hold that down. If the Lions can win at the line of scrimmage, they'll win this game. If we don't, we lose this game. So my concern is all about the line in general. But again, give me your thoughts. Who do you guys got winning the game? Philadelphia Eagles or the Detroit Lions? Hey, put Eagles if you got Eagles. Put Lions if you got Lions. Give me your thoughts in the comments below.